Hey, what's going on? It's Bebop here. I'm going to be going over the top 5 ways to boost damage, and these are very inexpensive cost items, but when I was running the Winter Forge and we would get some randoms, a lot of them didn't even know what some of these were, so I figured I might want to make a video and talk to you a little bit about it. First of all, we're going to start off with trophies in the home. So if you buy a home, I have one here in Winsward, one in Evanscale, and one in Brim, and you can buy the $5,000 homes or whatnot, but in each home you're going to be able to put trophies. Now these trophies used to be B to go into this menu, but now it's ping. These trophies will do, let's say if you have the green trophies that they give you just from doing missions in the world, they do 3% damage each. So if you have 3 homes, that's 9% damage boost already. If you get the blue ones, which are really cheap, $500 maybe in the marketplace, that's 4% damage times 3. That's 12% damage already that you're going to be doing compared to 0 trophies. And we won't worry about the purple ones because that's not what the video is about. This video is more geared toward M1 and M2 players, people that are getting into mutations. And then if you want to eventually, run M3s, I'll have a separate video for that. So trophies are huge. Make sure you get the trophies. There's no excuse not to. The houses are cheap enough. You should be able to afford those from doing a lot of the missions, and that's going to be already a big damage increase. Next, we're going to go honing stones. Right here, I have common. If you're running M1s and 2s, common or strong only, that's what you need. Now, increase weapon damage by 5%. So if you have 3 green trophies, and then you got your 9% from that, then you add this on and you're at 14%. So already you're doing 14% more damage than if you didn't have any of those. Now, when you go into a mutation, if you know the enemy type, let's say it's ancient or, Anger Earth, you can rock a strong coating of whatever enemy type or a powerful one, and I would recommend the powerful one for maybe the M2s, strong for M1s, but that's 11% damage increase just even using the strong ones on top of the 14. So now we're at 25% more damage. That is a very good way, and these things are extremely cheap. You can stock up on these and blast through the M1s and M2s. You can actually get through them a lot faster than not using any coatings. So make sure you get coatings. They're huge, and you're going to definitely need them as you move up the ranks. Food. You can get food from events, or you can get food from the store that are really cheap. There's different tiers. This is, a very cheap one. I got it from the event, but I believe it's a tier 3 food. 30 boost dex by 36 for 25 minutes. That's another way to add more stats to whatever category you want. I have all my magnify into strength, so that's why you see it up here. So you can get more expensive food like this. Increase strength by 44 for 40 minutes, or intelligence by 44 for 40 minutes. They're a little bit expensive for M1, M2s, so I would stick to the cheaper foods. And then that way you're adding more attributes and getting more damage. Weapon perks. Now, I'm going to show the spear. I don't have many weapons on me right now, but the spear, I've had a lot of people link to me, even up in the M3 levels. Spears without vicious or rogue, and that is a big no-no. Your spear has to have vicious or rogue. All right. Another good thing to have on a spear is enfeebling skewer, because that makes the enemy weaker, I think, by 42%. It could be 47. I can't remember. And then this is a damage perk right here, bleeding sweep. The sweep's coup de grace now applies bleed for 28% of weapon damage for 8 seconds. That's a big bleed right there. And then I have Kingly Empowered, which you can't see because it's awesome sentence from the last boss of Starstone. But Kingly Powered in the M1, M2s, there's not a lot of healers putting down Oblivion yet. They're not familiar with it at that level. So having your own way to empower along with the skewer, you can really, boost your damage. So things like that, if you look at an Ice Gauntlet, Unending Thaw will boost, the Ice Storm for 11% damage boost, and Keen and Vicious. Obviously, Keen's going to help you get more critical chance. Vicious, more critical damage. Always try to have Vicious or some, Vicious or Rogue on all your weapons. And, this one is a Life Ring Spear that a lot of people farm. And it comes with Vicious and Keenly Jagged. I put Abyssal Attunement on there. So I have this for the ancient enemies, and then a nature, a Boreal Attunement for the lost enemies or corrupted enemies. You could switch off spears just like that as you're going through the dungeon. Be sure to also, if you're running in 1 and 2, just make a whole opal set. Keep different amulets on you for each mutation type, and you'll be good to go. Also, you got heart runes. There's a little bonus. You got heart runes. You can use heart runes for damage. So whether you want to use the vomit that will inflict a bleed, well, a nature bleed basically, or if you want to use the explosion ones that do damage to a big area, there you go. There's another way to do damage. So make sure you utilize it always and not just going in there with no honing stones, no trophies, no nothing, because you're just being a burden to the team. Now, you probably just weren't aware of it, and that's fine. There's a learning curve for everybody, so just trying to help. If there's anything else, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you.